Good morning, kings and queens. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? I'm back in the flesh, Kale. You know me. And today we're gonna be talking about masculine and feminine energy, y'all. Now, masculine energy is the energy within you that's more doing, more active, more, active. Yeah, that's a great word. And the feminine side is more tapped in, patience, key, just observing, more accepting, So we're just gonna jump right in. I did some notes, and this video is gonna be very quick because it can easily be a 45-minute video. So it's gonna be a good 10-minute, 8-minute, 9-minute video around there. So first, we're gonna start with the masculine side, and then we're just gonna go across as like a T-chart. So masculine energy, soul expression of power. Now, so the soul expression of power. How are you going to express power in a way of not being just physical? Just how are you going to be powerful, not being taking control of a situation, things like that, or being powerful, being not powerless. And the opposite side of feminine energy of that exact same thing is soul expression of love, unconditional love. And that's why I always say feminine energy runs the world, because we need more love in this world instead of more power and more things of that nature. And moving on, searching. Men search more. Don't try to find it within themselves. They want to search, always searching. Now, looking for something to fall back on, looking for something else that's not in themselves. Moving down the list, more doing, more active, more let's take control of a situation, let's be the key head leader of the situation. That's why when a group comes together, it's one leader. It's always one leader, and that's because they have an imbalance in the leadership or the group itself of masculinity and femininity. And where that comes from is testosterone boosts are high, young group, high energy, just no experience, usually young and high testosterone. So more doing. Masculine men, usually wise risk takers. This is the good side of it, and then I'm gonna go into the bad side of each and both sides of the spectrum. So wise risk takers. So they're not. So this wise risk taker for a good balance of masculine energy is more so, I'm not gonna what if anything. I'm gonna just go into it with a good approach, more so than having them disguise fearful thoughts such as what if, or how or question things like that. And obviously question everything, but the masculine good side is being a risk taker and seeing rational. So next, rational thinker. So this is the thinker that's more so, how is it going to affect there's no what ifs, none of that. So moving on down the list, self-confidence is above key. It's great. High confidence, focus. Moving on, focus levels are great, never off balance ever. Really, everybody has unbalanced days, but more so not as unbalanced. And good masculine energy would be the ability to take control of the life you are given. The ability to take control of life that you have, right? The ability to take control, full control. Know that you are a god. Know that you have everything you need. Knowing and being knowledgeable of what's in front of you, and not falling off task, falling off your square. Now we're gonna go down weaker. Weaker masculinity is a low value of life, right? So these are the ones that are going to think that money is the key, money is everything, money is power. And just angry at the world, just don't have answers for themselves. Oh, there's a bee. Don't have answers for themselves. Just unreasonableness. Oh, that was a weird word writing down, but unreasonableness, meaning there's more. They're just what if, or I'm gonna take control, to use my power to the control of taking care of a situation unhealthily, and not being as reasonable, or I want more than what I'm giving, or bragging about how they live in their life, being a false idol, and trying to inspire people the wrong way, or doing things like that. Foolish risk takers. So they're just gonna go into anything like head first, deep, and then not understand what's the ins and outs of what they're doing. And moving on to the feminine side of it. Now, I already expressed soul expressions of love. Now, love is God, God is love, and this is gonna go a little bit deeper, and this video is already at 7 minutes. So feminine energy, or a healthy feminine side, would be value of others. Now they care a lot about others, and this is why this comes from a woman being having the womb, having children, having kids, having to take care of more people in their lives and put themselves to the side. Moving on, command, a strong, healthy, feminine energy would be command of own life. Now, meaning, you know what, I have kids, I have things going on, I have a life, I have a great life, but I'm gonna put those priorities first, but still have control and understanding of what's at my own hands and what am I doing. So another point is energy for what's good, for what's really good, what's doing good in the world. So what's doing good in the world, such as taking care of the planet, taking care of animals, taking care of themselves more, taking care of the people around them in their circle, in their household, things like that, things of that nature. Giving more than taking more, and giving way more, far more. Women are selfless, and few women in my life are more selfless than selfish, and maybe that's the imbalance of everybody. Okay, so what y'all need to understand is everybody needs a balance of feminine and masculine. Now it says 60-40, but really probably should be about 55-45, because women having that, being a man, having the masculine and feminine side, you will fall into, okay, so I'm a man, I'm doing a lot. I don't really have time to chill. So that's where the feminine comes in, where it's a time and place for everything. So I'm gonna work, not work like a slave, and then I'm going to chill now. I'm gonna chill, tap into myself, relax. That's where the feminine side comes from, being more tapped in, and women are more tapped in than men, naturally, off of the womb. So, moving on. Patience. Women have a lot, far more patience than men. Men usually, for the masculine side, men usually don't have patience. They want to go, keep going, obviously. They're wise. When feminine, back to the feminine side. Back to the feminine side. Wise quitter. Now, what does that mean? They're not gonna quit a situation not knowing what's outside of it. Now, that can be a relationship, that can be on buying a home, buying a car, buying something. Well, not, it doesn't always have to be buying something, but you know, damn, all these bees. Buying, quitting, and they'll see the ins and outs of every situation. Not even on fearfulness, but on understanding something. More so, doing it blindly. So, empathy. They have a whole lot more empathy, a whole lot more sympathy for other people, and that's why the feminine side of them comes from taking care of children, taking care of themselves, having a whole high self-confidence, self-esteem, things of that nature. They're more enthusiastic than men. The feminine side has a more balance of enthusiasm, things of that nature. Now, moving on to the weaker femininity in women that have that. So, they blame others for things that they can't control, or they blame it on anybody else. Now, men have, this is the weaker side of femininity, energy, not feminine, like being a woman, being a man. It has nothing to do with women, and it is pure such as energy cannot be destroyed. Now, men having that feminine side, everybody has a feminine side, feminine energy side. So blame would fall into the men who blame things on other people to increase their self-esteem and increase their self-confidence. Being isolated, not really wanting to interact with anyone outside the world, just want to be sucked into being so, isolated to the world, and not really having to want to interact with no one at all. So that would be the weaker side of femininity in not even just women, just men, women, energy, just period energy. Greedy is one of them. And women nowadays, if you have kids, you can't really be greedy. Like, once you have a child, you're living for that child, and you're putting yourself aside, and that's very powerful. You have the womb. Women run this world. I've been saying that for how long. Women run this world. Feminine energy is running the world. Now the sun, I'm gonna tell y'all, the sun is masculine energy. The moon, feminine energy. It's a yin and yang for everything. Trust me, y'all. Now, sabotaging something, trying to be a home wrecker, trying to be devious, trying to be mischievous, like just trying to mess something up that's not their control, that's not even their business, but they're trying to wreck something, and that falls in line for both sides, masculine, feminine, either way. But both. Now, moving on to the both side. Self-care. Both sides have self-care. Both sides have courage to do something, not just do nothing. Now, the evil side, despair. despair. And being a coward, being scared, being discouraged from the problems you have in front of you, being discouraged from the world, not being able to see the world because you're self-centered, or you're not as outgoing, or things of that nature. So yeah. Now, this is really just an informational video for y'all to do your own research and start, building self-care, building those things in nature, building masculine energy, more masculine energy, being a man, building masculine energy, being a woman, building that feminine energy, that strong, divine, foundational energy that's untouchable. Let's say that. And like, comment, subscribe, share, just get this information out in the world, because I feel like, I do notes. I take notes. Most people would just go off the fly, and I'm taking notes. I'm not trying to stroke an ego or anything, but yeah, just taking time for this information, because I did my own research, and I really want at least people to see this side. And this is not even just spiritual, this is life. Like, this is life. Everyone needs that balance. Trust me, y'all. Now, with that being said, y'all, love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know y'all thoughts. Let me know if I missed anything. Just let me know something. Love y'all. Peace.